Greetings, commanders and players and whatnot. My name is Sir YOLO, and today we are going to cover Prefires. Unlike most videos that you'll be seeing on YouTube, I will not only be covering what a Prefire is, because there's a lot of videos that do that already. I will be explaining the basic concept, and I might be taking from others. No, I won't. So we'll be covering all the spots in Dust 2 that you might want to pre-fire every time you walk past. I'm not saying you want to pre-fire these every time, but when you don't have info on a certain area, you might want to have to pre-fire these areas, just so that you won't die. Most of the times, I see a lot of silver players walking into the lower tunnels, and then, pre-aiming this corner right at round start. Now the first thing you gotta consider when pre-aiming and pre-firing is, would the enemies actually get there in time when you're pre-firing it? You bought at CT spawn, it's round start, and boom, you're running head for mid, nobody managed to up you, no one got intel, you're here, and then suddenly you're pre-firing this corner. Do you really think anyone would have teleported there within the few seconds it took you to reach? On that same amount of time, the terrorists would have at most reached this area of the map, and that is if they're b-hopping or something. We shall cover all the areas you might want to pre-fire with an AK-47 red line with stickers. I got these for free because they were on the Canadian market. I had no idea what they were for. Anyway, let's move on. So let's say you're going to take a long A. The first thing you gotta know is an AK will not be any use against an AWPer that's already standing here, unless the certain AWPer is really stupid and you're in the rank of silver leagues. Because I'm not saying silvers are bad, I'm saying they're not experienced, they don't know where to pre-aim, they probably won't be there at all. The first thing you want to do is run out here, and then boom! Pre-fire that corner. You want to pre-fire the hell of that corner, you want your bullets to land around this area. Another thing you could do to take a long A, just for advice sake, is to do a double flash. A flash I like to do is, when I'm running here, I pull out the flash and I just aim straight up.
I'm throwing a flashbang. Flashbang.
That one did not awesome. But you got an idea. You run in here, you do that. And then you do that. Easy peasy, living squeezy. Another thing I like to do is throw a smoke. I will have to do a lot of retakes because I have this really tight angle. You now have this. I know that's still very deadly, but now you know where he is. You can either shoot that, or he ran into pit, or he could be here. Now in this case, when you don't see anyone there, the first place you want to pre-aim on your way out is there and there. The way I like to go about this is basically do this, and then you can't be pre-firing on your way out, but I like to do it anyway because it's a habit. What you want to be doing is run out, look there, if you see a bad guy, shoot him in the face, run straight for blue. You also want to be aiming at that area when you're running at blue, because there could be a guy hiding in this very cheeky spot. He could be hearing each of your movements. You don't want that. Now, let's say you've taken this entire area. The entire area of the map is yours. This place. Now remember, what's important for an A-take is someone's always watching your flank. Most counter-terrorists, take, and I notice there's more than like 4 or 5. The first thing I do is pull out my knife, run towards short, and start pre-aiming corners. Like, just literally, pre-aim, run. I get my knife out, I bunny hop, and then, look, if there's no one here, you don't have let's say a certain lurk here in this position, he could just waltz right in, and if you're all looking at long, and I've seen this happen a lot before, he could basically waltz in here, pre-aim this corner, and boom, you're all dead. There should always be someone watching your flank, or at least listening at your flank to find out. The next step for taking A is you're gonna need an op for this one, but I don't have the funds to do that, so I totally have the funds to do that now. When you're the AWPer of the team, and trust me, you're gonna be jumping into either the pit, or you're gonna be an idiot and without
Smoke.
But you smoke that off, right? Or you're gonna be running here bravely, getting a better angle for anyone who decides to be doing anywhere. Now, in both positions, you want to be pre-aiming as well. The first pre-aim I like to do in pit is to pre-aim at an area. What I like to do is memorize angles, and when a certain smoke clears out, I just flick to the guy's head if he's there. That is a very common spot. Don't underestimate that spot. There's usually a guy here most of the time. If they are stupid, they're gonna be watching pit or doing this. They're gonna be able to see you crossing there if they're smart and only scope once. Or there'll be a guy here in this spot watching you guys and your every move. One either watching here, there. Angles may vary. Or there could be that idiot with the M4, usually sitting behind this, which I highly do not recommend. This cover is not cover. It's shorter than you, no matter what you do. Anyway. Or they could be in this area, pre-aiming that. They could be just around here, waiting for a peek, and then, boom, dead. So the pre-aims I like to do with an op, if I ever did, is run straight up, pre-aim this barrel, and then, basically, when you're pre-aiming the barrels with an op, you need to know how to use the op to be pre-aiming with an op. Normally you're not doing that. You're waiting for them, but you're the offensive. What you want to be doing is doing this, and if you see anyone, flick. I cannot op. The next place you want to be pre-firing with, let's say, an AK, after you've thrown your nut, let's say you mollied that place, after flashbanging, boom. The next place you want to pre-aim, pre-fire is, boom, there. There's always usually a guy here, just waiting for the peeker. Now remember, you're at a disadvantage here. You don't want to be peeking this corner from within the sun. Why, you ask? Your shadow is visible before you are. So if your opponent is smart looking at your shadow, he'll be able to see you before you even know he's there. So that's why we like to pre-fire from distant angles. Distant angles require even farther away angles for you to see them first. This is perspectives which the War Owl himself has covered in one of his videos. I will be linking that in the description below. So the first thing you want to do is pre-aim this. Bam! The moment you peek out of that corner, you're going to see a body, but before you even react to it, you already shot him. The next thing you want to be doing is smoking mid. Smoke! Boom. Landed just right. And then the next pre-fire spots you want to be checking out are Goose. You want to be pre-firing, just pre-aiming. Goose. This. I don't know what to call this. Sight behind safe plant position. Then you got this spot. Yes, this is a very cheeky spot if you're not doing an A split. And of course, Ninja. Both of these. And then there's always that guy at short, either here, but you don't want to be doing that since you're doing an A long take. And at that point, you've usually taken A sight. Now all you gotta do is defend the angles. Next thing you want to learn is the P90 rush spray to A short victory. Running with your P90, running all that, and
smoke! I'm throwing smoke. Smoke!
Smoked off everywhere. You've basically smoked off the entire Xbox. You've now taken mid control and you want to be taking this. Now if you get a P90 and you're a lucky bastard, the first thing you want to do is just spray the ball this corner. Is if you have an SMG, you're not going to be doing much damage with it. With an AK, you want to pre-fire that spot, both of these spots. You want to be pre-firing both of those spots. The next thing you want to pre-fire is here, stairs, twice. I pre-fire this because usually they're peeking that corner like this, or they're way inside here waiting for footsteps, at which point they'd be basically dead when you pre-fire that. And the next place you want to pre-fire is, what I like to do is I like to aim here, just get it over there, like just at the point where you don't see those two boxes anymore. See that? That one over there? You just have to align your crosshair to this giant heap of bricks, walk up, and then shoot. When you are out, when you see what you're doing, just shoot. That will usually result in a headshot, and that will be painful. Even if it doesn't, you'll already be shooting at the enemy anyway. He'll be damaged, most likely it'll be a headshot anyway, or a shot. He won't be able to shoot you back. The next place I like to pre-fire right after doing that one is this area and that area. Both at once. But mostly I like to fire directly this area because this is a ninja spot and they usually don't just hide there because you'll be able to see them. This place because this guy will always exist. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh, there you go. Alright, so the first thing you do is align. Remember? Usually that works. Boom. He's got a double headshot. And then the next place, sorry, I forgot about that. When you're done pre-firing these, you're running out, you want to pre-fire that too. That spot there is also very dangerous for an A short take. The next spot you want to be looking out for is after pre-firing that, you want to watch this area here, because the next thing your enemy is going to be doing is they're not going to be hitting you with that, but if they do, it'll be devastating for your team. And after that, you just gotta pre-aim the usual spots. You gotta pre-aim the car, Goose, and this area right here, safe plant, and this cheeky spot. After that, you're done. You've taken the site, you just gotta plant. So, what did you guys think of this video? I'm sorry about the microphone quality, I'm still trying to fix that. The rest of the series will be out soon enough. Next time we'll be covering how to take the site, with a few extra bonuses of course. Until then guys, if you like the series, comment, like, and subscribe. Because soon, very soon, it'll be too late. I'm out.